Hey guys, welcome back to Reid Reviews. So today we're getting into some of our vintage collection, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I am a big completist for mostly Masters of the Universe, He-Man, toys from the 80s, and I have a ton of figures. Have tried to collect all the big playsets from the 80s. So Castle Grayskull was the poster child for the ultimate 80s playset. And after He-Man and the Masters of the Universe were so successful as a toy line, other toy companies tried to create a fantasy toy line, and they all kind of tried to include a big playset. So Power Lords, Robo Force, Sectars, Black Star. I have the big playset from all of those, and I want to review all of them. But today, this is kind of my holy grail of toy collecting. This is the Volcan Rock Power Lords playset by the Revell Toy Company from the 80s. This one is special to me because it was super hard to find. Castle Grayskull, no problem. Ice Castle was kind of hard, but I did eventually get it. That's from Black Star. Fortress of Steel, Robo Force, not that hard to find. And the Sectars Hive playset, though it's massive and it'll cost you a lot in shipping, not that hard to get. Volcan Rock, I looked and I looked and I looked, and I could never find it for like less than $3,000. So I finally got a deal on it, at much less than that. It was perfect, complete, mint in the box, never opened. All of the parts are here. Everything's in working order. Very hard to find a Volcan Rock in this condition. So I'm excited. Been wanting to review it for a while. So Volcan Rock is the Castle Grayskull of the Power Lords. Power Lords was a sci-fi, fantasy, 5-inch figure collection of the 80s, and the figures look like this. This is Adam Power. He's the He-Man of Power Lords. He's the main guy. And he had that switch to an alien feature, right? This is Griptog. I guess he's the Beast Man of the Power Lords, and he also had a switch feature. He had a different, like, fishy type head, right? And then there was the Skeletor of the Power Lords.
So is that like the Merman and the Beast Man?
I guess so. Yeah, sort of Merman and Beast Man all into one. And this is Arcus, the evil alien dictator insectoid type guy, and he's really cool. But this really isn't about the figures. This is about the playset. So this is the bridge, easily removable. Just get a good look there, Reid, of Volcan Rock. You got the plastic lava. You got the removable volcano lava right there. So take that off and your Power Lords can sneak down into Volcan Rock. I love that feature. You've got the radar dish. And this thing is just, I mean, it's just obsidian, man. It is darker than dark, jet black. No other playset really like this. If you wanted to have a big playset to recreate Obi-Wan and Anakin's battle on Mustafar, it wouldn't be the Mustafar playset, it would be this thing. This thing is just awesome. So it's got a lot of hidden compartments. There's a laser gun compartment that comes out. This is pretty much the door. So Castle Grayskull had the jaw bridge. This thing has this door, but it doesn't come out that far. You don't want to break anything because it's old plastic. So it comes out. I'll show you the stuff that's behind that in a minute. You got this other compartment. See how it swivels? So the ideal, I'm going to lay him down because it's not going to work perfectly, but ideally they get into the Volcan Rock through that hidden door, and then you got another compartment. Can you see it, Reid?
Yeah.
You got another laser that comes out right here. Sometimes they want to swivel and get. There we go. There he is. And these are all in great working. And you got another door up here.
Yeah.
Look at that. Secret entrance for Arcus. Wants to get the Power Lords. In he goes, and now he's in Volcan Rock, right? So lots of secret doors, lots of secret weapons, a revolving door, a collapsible ledge. That thing does collapse so that the figures fall. I'm just careful about handling it because I don't want to break anything. So what I'm going to do, Reid, is I'm going to turn it around because the lighting is better that way. And I'm going to let you see the inside of Volcan Rock. We'll talk about that a little bit, okay? So you've got the elevator, which is in really good working order. So I just kind of put a figure on there.
You actually just fixed the elevator a little?
Yeah.
From our last review, I was stupid and accidentally erased it. But,
it's okay.
So then, but right after that review, we broke the elevator, but it wasn't actually broke. It wasn't actually broke.
We just took away the elevator brake.
Yeah.
Because it made things a little more difficult. The elevator's in good working order. All of this used to have stickers, okay? And it used to look a lot more colorful. I just didn't really want to apply the stickers because everything's kind of in new condition, and I didn't want to take it out of that newer kind of condition. This is a trapdoor, so let's put Griptog. So remember Castle Grayskull's trapdoor. Volcan Rock. There he goes. Down the. We didn't do that on our last review, did we?
No.
trapdoors there. All right, awesome. You got a couple of detachable ladders right here. So if Adam Power wants to get up, he can go up the ladder there, or there's a ladder over here. Those are great.
Or the elevator.
Or elevator, or whatever. So that's pretty much it. Now, the cool thing about a playset like this is it doesn't just function with Power Lords, and this is true of all the 80s playsets. And it was one of us.
Hey, wait a second. You forgot the bridge.
The bridge. This?
Yeah.
We talked about this.
In this review?
Yeah, it was out in the front. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a removable bridge. You can put it in the middle, in the inside, or in the front side. But the great thing about 80s action playsets, like Volcan Rock and Castle Grayskull, is that they served as housing not just for the toy line they were created for, but also for a bunch of other 80s toy lines, because they were all about 5.5 inches. This is Sunman from Olmec, very obscure, and a lot of people know about Sunman. He looks really cool in there. Everybody knows this guy. What if Skeletor wants to take over Volcan Rock? He ought to be able to do that, right? And He-Man's always going to try to stop him. You got to have He-Man in there. And She-Ra, He-Man's sister, might want to tag along and come up to Volcan Rock. See, we're about to have a party in here. Warlord from the Rimco, the Lost World of the Warlord, based on DC Comics. Warlord character can hang out in there. Golden Girl from the pre-She-Ra Girls Fantasy toy line. Golden Girl might want to hang out with her girlfriend She-Ra over here. Clone from Black Star, love Clone. Check him out. He's still got the spark action. And Clone was really cool on the Filmation cartoon. He was my favorite. And he's a shape changer. He goes up there with Sunman. Dargon from Sectars, Warriors of Symbion, the insect guy. He can hang out at Volcan Rock. Really cool. Sit down, Dargon. Black Star, the hero, the He-Man of the Black Star series, also has his own awesome playset called the
Ice Castle?
The Ice Castle. We'll be reviewing that soon. That was the second one that was the most hard to find. Also in the box, also complete. I'm so stoked about having the Ice Castle. We'll do that soon. It's Black Star. And this is like a generic Triceratops guy from, I think, Warrior Beasts. So all of these playsets, most of them, not all of them.
What about Max Steel?
Oh yeah, where is... And don't forget, Max Steel from the Robo-Force. Not Max Steel from the Mattel Spy Show that just had a really terrible movie. But this is the movie they ought to make. Max Steel and the Robo-Force. It had like one cartoon episode, which was really cool. But he had a large playset called the Fortress of Steel. So that was the Volcan Rock of his line. And we'll review that as well. And I do have that. So
he's actually not seen the Max Steel movie. He just watches the guy on YouTube.
Yeah, I just like I like the old Robo-Force toy line. I think it's awesome. So check it out. That's what Volcan Rock is capable of doing for your 80s toy collection.
A couple more Power Lords. Those guys.
Huh?
Those guys.
Oh yeah. So a couple more Power Lords things. The comic book series was really awesome by Marvel. No, by DC. I'm sorry. So I've got all the comics there. This is the card back. You can get a good look at that. To one of the action figures. That's the card back for Adam Power. Okay. And here's the card back for Arcus. And here's the card back for Griptog. So I try to keep my cards, and they recently released a whole new wave of them. So they took Griptog, and they basically made 3 different characters out of his basic design. And Reid, I don't know if you can see these, if I get them right. If I can balance them. There we go. Check that out. The many faces of Griptog.
Griptog,
Graptic,
Griptog,
and Grabtarg. Griptog, Graptic, and Grabtarg.
Which one
These are by the 4 Horsemen. They're newer figures in a tribute to the old Power Lords. And
that guy has a bunch of different faces.
And here's Adam Power in his human form and in his blue alien form.
I like how they made 2 of them.
Yeah, back when I was a kid, I probably would have gone in for Power Lords if they had done this, because I didn't like that he had the alien blue on his back. But it was kind of a cool feature for the day. Last but not least, we want to show you the box. It's massive, it's cool, it's awesome. And the fun thing about this is you can tell Revell did not have the same budget that Mattel had. So they did graphics of the actual playset instead of art like the Masters did. You can see more graphics on the top of the box and on the side, but on the back they cheaped out. Check that out. They cheaped out.
That's what He-Man did.
No, He-Man always had very colorful graphics on the back. So if this was a He-Man box, all of these guys would be colored and it would be glossy. This is basic cardboard with just outlines of the figures. So, but it's still art, and it was still drawn by somebody. It's still pretty cool. So thanks for watching the Volcan Rock review. I hope you've enjoyed it. Tune in for more large play sets. Those are coming in the future. But here in just a minute, we're going to do some of our vintage Masters Universe custom figures.
Guys.
Come on back.
Bye.
Bye, guys.